After 64 years, the Congress party returns to Gujarat to hold AICC session. The All India Congress Committee session in Ahmedabad is the party's sixth in the state and the second post-independence. It will also be the Congress's third session. Over 170 Congress members to congregate in a state that the Congress hasn't won for the last 30 years. The session also marks 100 years of Mahatma Gandhi's presidency of the party, where 100 years ago he became president of the party in Gujarat itself. It also marks 150th birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, both Gandhi and Patel congressmen.
गुजरात के इस पावन भूमि पर आकर हम गुजरात के लोगों के प्रति अपनी श्रद्धा व्यक्त करते हैं। ये गुजरात देशभक्ति की भूमि है। बहुत से अहम मुद्दों पर हम वर्तमान में चर्चा कर रहे हैं।
The CWC also to meet and deliberate. At the core of Ahmedabad deliberations will be to chart the road ahead, how to recover from the recent electoral losses, centralization of organizational power, alliance management, enhanced public outreach, all expected to be key components of the resolutions debated and adopted. Sources confirm that the party leadership is actively considering a more defined and elevated role for Priyanka Gandhi. The two-day session being seen as a reset moment. The location of the meet, Gujarat, is not lost on anyone. It gains symbolic and political weight as it takes place in Prime Minister Modi's home state. An intent to chart a roadmap to reclaim political ground in Gujarat by 2027. Rahul Gandhi, in a speech in Parliament last year, declared that the India bloc would defeat the BJP in Gujarat.
आप लिख के ले लो आपको ऑपोजिशन इंडिया गठबंधन गुजरात में हराने जा रहा है.
However, post that speech, the Congress has gone on to lose 3 state elections, abysmal performance in local body and panchayat polls in Gujarat, where on many posts the Aam Aadmi Party has replaced the Congress. The intent of the Congress to reboot from the Prime Minister's backyard. The intent of the message is clear. The question though is, can sheer intent be enough? What is it that the Congress will do differently this time? Top focus on To The Point this evening. All right, so, one of the reasons that the Congress has picked the state of Gujarat to go back for an AICC session after 64 years, it's a state that the Congress hasn't won for 30 years, is loaded, viewers, with political symbolism. The reasons now why the Congress has decided to pick Gujarat for this particular meeting. Let's get you the graphics. Symbolic political weight as home state of Prime Minister. A clear messaging there. Out of power in Gujarat for 30 years, the Congress needs to leave a message. First time in 64 years that the meet is being held in the state of Gujarat. To chart primarily a roadmap for Gujarat 2027 elections. Congress attempt to make Gujarat an ideological battleground, and that is one of the main reasons why the Congress party has picked the state of Gujarat. Of the whole ideology that Rahul Gandhi speaks of, RSS against the Gandhian Congress, well, taking it in from the state of Gujarat. Of course, the CWC, eyeing a revival plan, might act as a morale booster as well. Meanwhile, the big questions that we are asking this evening. Is Congress trying to make Gujarat the next ideological battleground? That's the big question that we're asking. Is Rahul Gandhi making Gujarat a prestige battle? Is it even possible for Congress to challenge BJP's Gujarat model? Is Priyanka Gandhi set to get bigger role in Congress? All right, let's take these questions to our guests this evening. Sanju Verma, National Spokesperson, BJP. Charan Singh Sapra, National Spokesperson, Congress. Deepal Trivedi, Founder, Vibes of India. Ajay Umar, Senior Journalist. I want to begin with Sanju Verma. Each of our political panelists will get 2 minutes each. Your time begins now, Sanju Verma, because at least it seems that the Congress party has picked Gujarat. What many would suggest is their reset moment. There's multiple points that the Congress has worked on. In the last 7 months, there's no other place that Rahul Gandhi has visited more than the Congress. 2017, they came very close. 2022 was a washout for the Congress. But more than all of that, the big question, Sanju Verma, is that will the Congress be able to make Gujarat the ideological battleground where the Gandhian ideology of the Congress versus the RSS ideology of the BJP?
You know, Preeti, first and foremost, let's get one thing very clear. There's this famous adage, which says that the worst thing that you can do to a bad product is to not take it off the shelf. You keep marketing it, keep repackaging it, keep rejuvenating it in the desperate hope that it will sell, but it will not. In this case, the product is faulty and the leader is faulty as well. Of course, I'm talking of Rahul Gandhi, and the product in this case is a debilitated Congress party. Let's get one thing very clear. You are as good as your organizational strength. Organization is the backbone for any political party. Now, forget about Hardik Patel and Alpesh Thakur, very known names. But these are some other heavyweights who've left the Gujarat Congress in the last couple of years. Former Union Minister Naren Rathwa, Jawahar Chavda, Chirag Patel, Arvind Ladani, Ambarish Dher, Arjun Modwadia in particular, the man who represented Porbandar for the longest time and finally left saying that Rahul Gandhi has zero vision. The other very interesting thing that your audience needs to know is this. Any party can win provided it has the ability to translate vote share into winnable seats. Now look at assembly elections in 2022. The BJP had a vote share of 52.5%. The Congress had a vote share of 27.28%. The BJP won 156 seats, the best that any party has ever won in Gujarat. And the Congress was reduced to a measly 17 seats. But it does not stop there, Preeti. The BJP polled 1.67 crore votes in 2022 Gujarat Assembly elections. The Congress polled just 86 lakh votes. There's a huge difference of 81 lakh votes between the BJP and the Congress in the Gujarat 2022 polls. How will they bridge that yawning divide?
All right, your time's up. Charan Singh Sapra, I want to bring you in. Charan Singh Sapra, many would suggest, being audacious is one thing, being foolhardy is another. To make statements on the floor of the House saying, watch us, we're going to win 27, and then subsequently after that, go on to lose 3 state elections as well as do abysmally where local body elections are concerned. And then now to go back to Gujarat and make it seem that you're creating a new ideological battleground.
Of course, Preeti, see, we are creating an ideological battle. The battle Congress is fighting against BJP has always been an ideological battle. And why we are starting from Gujarat? See, let me also remind you that Mr. Kharge as well as Shri Rahul Gandhi, they both have declared that year 2025 is going to be the year where we are going to revamp or reorganize the entire organization. We are going to create a framework wherein new system will be installed and everything will go in a dynamic way. And our organization, if it improves right from Gully to Delhi, we will definitely be able to defeat Bharatiya Janata Party. Now, why we are starting from Gujarat? Because this is Gujarat from where Mahatma Gandhi had started his freedom struggle. And Gujarat has given us 3 Congress presidents, Dadabhai Nauroji, Mahatma Gandhi and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Whatever BJP might say, but there is a legacy of Congress party in Gujarat There was a Dandi march of Mahatma Gandhi. There was the Bardoli agitation of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. There were so many other agitations which started during the freedom struggle from Gujarat, and that became a national issue. That's what Congress party is doing. We are trying to energize the workers of Gujarat as well. We are trying to energize and organize the workers in the entire country. Let me also remind you that 3 days ago, Shri Rahul Gandhi and Kharge ji, they took a meeting of district presidents. 3 different days, district presidents of the entire country had come to Delhi. We are formulating a new pattern. That new pattern is going to be implemented. What is BJP has to do with that? We have decided and we have declared that we are going to reorganize our organization. So we are doing that. We are going to fight this ideological battle which starts from Gujarat, because Gujarat, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Mahatma Gandhi, Dadabhai Nauroji had created a history for Congress, which we are going to repeat it again.
All right, your time's up, sir. I want to cut across to both Ajay Unmath and Deepal Trivedi. Deepal Trivedi, founder Vibes of India, political analyst as well, and senior journalist Ajay Unmath. You know, Mr. Unmath, if we just put out what the results in terms of vote share and seat share were, ever since, you had 2017, you had 2022. The closest that the Congress has ever come was in the year 2017. 2022 was a complete washout. One of the spoilers there was also the Aam Aadmi Party. What do you think is the significance of all of that, and plus Rahul Gandhi's concerted attempts to keep invoking Gujarat, be it in the parliament or outside, and also making at least, in the last 1 year, of all the states that he has visited, Gujarat is right on top?
I think that,
Yes.
Not only number of visits, of late I am observing since last 6 months that, Gujarat is on the priority list of Rahul Gandhi. And I was listening to this Congress spokesperson. I want to ask her one thing, that, if why BJP is taking so many Congress leaders into their party? That means that, BJP is the single largest party. They are having more than 52% vote share in Gujarat, and they have different chal, charitra and chehra. Then why they are poaching the leaders from Congress party? The fact that, Congress party is that, Kshatriya, Dalit, Adivasi and Muslim, that Kham theory, BJP wants to disrupt it with their Hindutva ideology. So this time I think that, Rahul Gandhi has made a roadmap. He was here before 1 month, and before 1 month, they had done a lot of, brainstorming sessions, and now they are focusing on urban areas, they are focusing on tribal areas. They have decided to revive that, old Madhav Singh Solanki and Jinabai Darji's caste combination theory, and that's the reason that, this time they are asking that, census should take place. They are also focusing on delimitation. They are asking for unemployment and a lot of issues related to Gujarat, and that's the reason, they are talking about Gandhiji and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel today in Gujarat. The point I am making is that this time Rahul Gandhi, last meeting also, he said that, in 2022, yes, of course, Aam Aadmi Party was a spoiler, but in 2017, BJP and Congress, they were, almost, it was a photo finish like situation in Gujarat, and Congress really did very well after a long time. In 2014, everybody wanted to vote for Narendra Modi in Gujarat because, they were saying that son of the soil is becoming Prime Minister of India. So obviously that was what of late I am observing, that since last 6 months, Rahul Gandhi is working very hard, and he has challenged Bharatiya Janata Party to pick up the gauntlet, and I think it would be very interesting battle in Gujarat. The way they have started, from Gujarat this time, I see a very vibrancy in Gujarat.
Okay, I'll come back to you. I want to bring in Deepal Trivedi into this conversation as well. Ms. Trivedi, you've watched Gujarat very, very keenly, over decades now. It's very interesting what's happening in the current context, why the Congress has decided to go back to Gujarat. And I would think over and above everything else is the fact that the Congress has picked Gujarat as the new ideological battleground. But will it help? Because for 30 years, Congress hasn't come to power in Gujarat. The closest it got was in 2017. However, urban centers like Surat saved the BJP. 2022 was a washout with 156 seats to the BJP. What is the Congress doing differently this time? Or is it just, once again, trying to put up a facade and not coming through?
Thank you, Preeti. As you rightly pointed out, that the Congress has decided to make Gujarat its battle, the epicenter for its ideological battle for the next general elections. And I think it is not just very meaningful, it has a lot of value to this, because not all battles are fought just to be won. Someone has to be on battlefield. All across this last 3 decades, when we have been witnessing the BJP growth, and I would say, unpredictable and unprecedented growth and success in Gujarat, what has happened is that in Gujarat, people have got distant from Congress. There have been generations who have not seen Congress. This is for the first time that Congress is trying to regain its lost ground, and it is doing it in a very meaningful manner. The present CWC meeting and the AICC session in Gujarat is very ideological. And as I have repeated in the past also, that if
Right.
the BJP growth in 1984, when the BJP won first two Lok Sabha seats in India, one was from Gujarat. Gujarat is BJP's model state. The beginning of the BJP began from Gujarat, and even the decline of the BJP, like organically, that is the rule of the nature. The circle has to get completed. So Gujarat is a very symbolic choice for a new ideological battle that the Congress has initiated.
I'm going to come back on why do you think it's different this time around, but I will go back to Sanju Verma and Charan Singh Sapra, and I would request the both of you, we are having a bit of a trouble with our clock. Sanju Verma, please respect the time, as well as Charan Singh Sapra. We can't play the clock right now, but I will time you both on my phone, and I would hope, that you would agree to that. But Sanju Verma, coming back, there's a certain amount of sense which both the journalist and the political analyst also came in with. Number one, Sanju Verma, where they seem to suggest that, they're doing it differently this time, to focus on Gujarat concertedly, because Gujarat elections are not in the next 6 months. They're in 2027. It's a while away. So the Congress, Rahul Gandhi, in the last 6 months, maximum visits have happened not to Bihar, but to Gujarat. Do you see somewhere down the line it's a prestige battle, Sanju Verma? The last time around, Rahul Gandhi spent 60 days yatra, and I'm sure Ajay Unmat will come through on that in 2017. The Congress came in kissing distance until and unless the urban centers like Surat saved you.
Preeti, first and foremost, let me make one thing very clear, and I hope you will not heckle me. I'm surprised you have two journalists, and both of them are waxing eloquent about the Congress party. So basically, it is 1 versus 3. This is not BJP versus Congress. Deepak Trivedi can find nothing wrong with the Congress. Ajay Unmat can find nothing wrong with the Congress. These are the kind of journalists who have actually ensured that the Congress is consigned to the dustbin of history. इन जैसे पत्रकार जब तक होते रहेंगे, राहुल गांधी का कुछ नहीं होने वाला. तो पत्रकारिता करिए, चरम चुंबक बनने की जरूरत नहीं है राहुल गांधी की. Now let me come straight to the point. Get this very loud and clear, Preeti. BJP, as JP Nadda rightly said, is the only national party जिसके पास कार्यकर्ता है, कार्यक्रम है, कार्यकोष्ठी है, and most importantly, we are the only party with an ideology. What is Rahul Gandhi's ideology? I don't like Narendra Modi. What is Priyanka Vadra's ideology? I don't like Amit Shah. What is Sonia Gandhi's ideology? I don't like either Narendra Modi or Amit Shah. What is the Congress party's ideology? Merit is a flawed concept. Dalit, Pichhade, OBC, इनके बारे में Rahul Gandhi talks on domestic soil. When he goes abroad on foreign soil, he says, reservation की क्या जरूरत है? कांग्रेस की आइडियोलॉजी है डुप्लिसिटी, कांग्रेस की आइडियोलॉजी है hypocrisy. And let me tell you one thing. Every journalist, and I don't mean you, Preeti, had said, अरे विजय रूपानी को बदल दिया as chief minister less than 1 year before the 2022 assembly elections. इस बार तो बीजेपी का सुपड़ा साफ हो जाएगा. And look what happened. Nobody had heard of Bhupendra Bhai Patel, and the BJP recorded a stellar victory. And let me tell you what Hardik Patel said. He said, गुजरात में कांग्रेस की ये प्रॉब्लम है, चिकन सैंडविच खाने के लिए नेता 400 किलोमीटर चल के जाएंगे, गाड़ी में जाएंगे, बट कार्यकर्ता को मिलने के लिए 40 किलोमीटर भी कोई गाड़ी में नहीं आता. That is the condition of a debilitated Congress.
Ma'am, your
If
time is
Deepak
up. Your
Trivedi
2
and
minutes
Ajay
is up.
Ummat can
Ma'am,
find
your 2
a
minutes is
way
up.
down
I
the
want to bring in Charan Singh Sapra. I want to bring in Charan Singh Sapra into this conversation. And before that, I just request all our panelists, let's not make any personal attacks. There's no point doing that. You know, everyone's entitled to an opinion. Allow them to have one. That's my humble submission. I want to bring in Charan Singh Sapra into this conversation. Charan Singh Sapra, your 2 minutes begin now, because it's all right to posture, but actually coming good on that is a different thing. And the question, why I raised that is, Charan Singh Sapra, look at, and we'll put out the figures there, look at the results of the local body elections after even a Rahul Gandhi makes that claim on the floor of the parliament saying, watch us in 27, we'll win Gujarat in front of you. In local body elections, the Aam Aadmi Party has taken the place. The BSP has done better. Of many posts where Congress was there, the Congress has fared abysmally. We'll play those graphics out right now. Your 2 minutes, Charan Singh Sapra, start now. We are not playing the clock. Go ahead.
See, Preeti, I told you earlier also that Congress party is in a process of revamping the organization in many of the states, including Gujarat. Now, what is the motto of this Adhiveshan which we are having today and tomorrow? I'm also in Ahmedabad. The motto which we are sending to the workers is Sankalp, Samarpan and Sangharsh. संघर्ष, I hope you understand and your viewers will also understand कि हमको संघर्ष करना है. हमारा समय है कि हमको संघर्ष करके जो महात्मा गांधी जी के आइडियल्स थे, the ideals of Mahatma Gandhi and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, that needs to be taken into the people, that needs to be taken to the grassroots. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel and Mahatma Gandhi and Dadabhai Nauroji, they were never communal. Their ideals were secular. The secular credentials were there. Whereas what is BJP or RSS? Complete communalism. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel or Dadabhai Nauroji or Mahatma Gandhi, they were never having a divisive agenda, or they never did hate politics. But what is BJP and RSS doing? Hate politics and divisive agenda is the main plank of BJP. That is how they are able to, do that 80-20, Shamshan, Kabristan, everything, and do a counter polarization in favor of BJP. So we are going to the grassroots through our workers. We are trying to channelize our ideology. We are trying to channelize how it has to be taken to the grassroots and make the youngsters understand that this is what Congress party wants. Congress party wants a secular India. And what does BJP want? And finally, we also would like to take so many things which, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, he was against RSS. He had written to Shyama Prasad Mukherjee. He had banned RSS after Mahatma Gandhi's assassination. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel was never in favor of RSS. And when the airport was being named, the Ahmedabad airport, it was BJP who protested and said ki isko Shyama Prasad Mukherjee ke naam pe dena chahiye.
Your 2 minutes is up.
We gave the name of Sardar Vallabhbhai
Your
Patel.
2 minutes is up. Your fader is going to go down. I want to bring in Deepal Trivedi and Ajay Unmat back into this conversation. Sanju Verma, I just want to tell you one thing. Ajay Unmat was one of the very few journalists who in 2022 had said that the BJP is going to come very good in this election and the Congress really doesn't stand a chance. But one of the very few who predicted a landslide win for the BJP. But I just know because all I'm saying, Sanju Verma, right now is please, and it's for everyone, please respect everybody that there is on a panel, and I would really appreciate it. Ma'am, it's not an argument. I want to bring in, please can I get all faders down and Ajay Unmat in. Ajay Unmat, the fact is, what is it that the Congress is doing right now? Because if you look at even local body polls, look how badly the Congress has done even in Panchayat polls, number one. Number two, it's not that the Aam Aadmi Party is, getting out of Gujarat. The sheer fact that they only had 5 MLAs, they've been able to maintain that. You never know how the Aam Aadmi Party performs, but it's all not smooth sailing for the Congress.
Definitely. I have only one suggestion to my BJP spokesperson that, internet does not give you right to be forgotten. So you just please go and check, my predictions about 2022 election, 2024 elections. And I have said in 2022 that BJP will come with thumping majority and they will break the record of Madhavsinh Solanki. Please don't try to shoot the messenger. I am simply saying what Congress party is doing in Gujarat and what is their strategy. I am not here as Congress spokesperson. That job Congress spokesperson will do. My simply submission and I was just talking on the strategy of Congress party. And this time, what Congress party has realized their mistakes. And Preeti, as you have rightly said that, since last 6 months, Rahul Gandhi is visiting here. They have done a lot of assessment ground level. They had appointed a committee. under the leadership of a Dalit leader in Maharashtra, and they could identify that, who are traitors in the Congress political party, and they have decided that this time they will not sideline them, they will be eliminated, and maybe in a week's time or maybe in months time there will be organizational changes in Congress party in Gujarat. Their strategy this time is to focus on urban center, because last time in election in 2022 and in 2027 also, if you see, BJP gained heavily in Ahmedabad, 23 out of 23, 22 out of 23. In Baroda, all 9 out of 9. In Surat, all 21 out of 21. In Rajkot, 6 out of 6. In Jamnagar, Bhavnagar, all 100% strike rate. BJP did very well in urban areas, whereas Congress party has done very good in tribal areas and in some of the pockets in Saurashtra and North Gujarat. So this time their strategy is that they should work hard in South Gujarat as well as urban area. So this is their strategy. And my point is that what Congress is planning this time, how Rahul Gandhi has challenged BJP, and they think that despite having an anti-establishment sentiment of 30 years, why Congress party is not back in power. Congress party had a very dismal performance in Panchayat election, in Lok Sabha election, and in Assembly election. Having said this, all political parties has an strategy that how they can revamp their plan. So we are simply a messenger, and we are telling what is happening.
Don't shoot the messenger. Yes, Ajay Unmat just studies the ground. Don't shoot the messenger. You might disagree with him. But like I said, Sanju Verma, that he was one of the very few journalists who predicted a complete decimation of the Congress, where 22 was concerned.
He's not making sense today. That's exactly what I said.
But ma'am, the deal is, maybe he's not making sense to you. Sanju Verma, he's not making sense to you, but that does not give you the license to berate him.
I have right to express.
All right, ma'am, but at least not on my show, ma'am. No, ma'am, come on, don't shoot the messenger. Anyway, being a journalist is a tough job. Don't shoot the messenger. I just want to bring in, can I get all faders down? I don't want to argue, ma'am. Humble submission. I just want to bring in Deepal Trivedi into this conversation. Deepal Trivedi, the fact is, what is it that the Congress needs to do where it goes beyond the lip service of making Gujarat the ideological battleground? It's losing, its base where it comes down to the tribals, to the where even the OBCs is concerned. You could see that the Aam Aadmi Party made quite a bit of gains where the tribals were concerned in the last election in 2022. You have lots of leaders of the Congress which are now skipping ship and going to the BJP. Number two, there is a sense, at least where the voters are, that the leaders of the Congress are corrupt. All of that. How is the Congress looking to deal with it? Because it would need to do everything differently if it needs to come good on its word.
Yes, Preeti, as you rightly mentioned, there are a lot of things that the Congress has to do and do it differently. But the foremost thing that the Congress needs to do, at least in Gujarat, is to be consistent in its policies, consistent in its approach. If we consider the last 30 years, ever since the Kham theory, the Kshatriya, Harijan, Adivasi and Muslim theory of the Congress, which gave Congress over 145 seats in the 80s, when that happened, the upper class in Gujarat, especially the Patidars and other Banyas, the Brahmins, they got all disengaged and disillusioned with the Congress. A reason because of which the BJP very successfully could hijack Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel from the Congress. If you ask any youngster on a Gujarat street, and Ms. Verma, we are sitting here in Gujarat as observers, and we see that people in Gujarat associate Vallabhbhai Patel with BJP. So this time the Congress has made a very aware decision and adopted a resolution reclaiming Sardar Patel. And if we remember, it is the BJP, the biggest cricket stadium in India was named after Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. It was the BJP which rechristened the name to Narendra Modi Cricket Stadium. So this is the respect that the BJP gives to Sardar Patel, but it uses Sardar Patel when it comes for quick electoral gain. So the Congress also has to play equally smart.
All right, I'm going to go back to Sanju Verma right now. You know, Sanju Verma, I know you've got a fair bit of rebuttals that you want to come in, so go ahead with that, number one. Number two, it's interesting, Sanju Verma, you know, even just the way you look at how things are stacked, because you're still 2 years away from elections in Gujarat. Many would say it's audacious for the Congress to do what it's doing. And if it actually follows through this time, because you're right, the Congress has been very, very inconsistent on following up on anything.
Preeti, first and foremost, let me make one thing very clear. You know, I love coming on your shows. You're very fair, but at the same time, I don't need to be told how to do my job. If a journalist's job is tough, a spokesperson's job is equally tough. And if I feel that there are journalists who are being unfair to the BJP, I will speak out. That's my right. Now let me come to the moot point. The moot point is this. Here, one of the political analysts / journalists / pro-Congress, pro-Rahul supporters said, BJP only uses Sardar Patel. I remember when we built the 182 meters at our 597 feet tall statue honoring Sardar Patel's legacy at Kevadia in Gujarat, and Prime Minister Modi inaugurated it in October 2018 for a cost of 3,000 crore. The entire cabal, Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Vadra, pseudo-seculars, ये सबने कहा अरे 3,000 करोड़ खर्चा करके सरदार पटेल का स्टैचू खड़ा करने की क्या जरूरत थी? And today more than 2 crore people visit Kevadia just to pay obeisance to Sardar Patel every single year. But let me say one more thing, that Sardar Patel died in 1950. Sardar Patel को कब मिला भारत रत्न? 41 years after his death in 1991, whereas Nehru awarded himself in 1955 and Indira Gandhi also awarded herself when she was still very much alive for 0 contributions. So don't teach the Bharatiya Janata Party about how we have to respect be Patel's legacy or Ambedkar's legacy. What did Nehru say about Ambedkar after Ambedkar's death? Nehru wrote a letter to Dr. Rajendra Prasad saying, do not attend Ambedkar's funeral because he was a controversial figure and an anti-national. और आज यही कांग्रेस पार्टी गुजरात में दलितों की दुहाई देती है.
Okay, ma'am, you've gone beyond 2 minutes. Ma'am, you've gone beyond 2 minutes. I'm going to cut you short. I want to bring in Charan Singh Sapra back into this conversation. Charan Singh Sapra, one of the biggest questions that faces the Congress is consistency. And it has been a question that has been posed to your top leadership. Rahul Gandhi spent 60 days, sir, in Gujarat in the year 2017. The Congress came very close to doing. It did really well. It was touch and go for the BJP. Rahul Gandhi never came back to Congress, to Gujarat for 2022 elections, save an 11 rallies that he did, and at best lasting a couple of days, which was 5 or 6 days he spent in Gujarat. Consistency. There is a question today that Priyanka Gandhi might be elevated. Consistency is something that haunts Priyanka Gandhi as well. So what do you do, Charan Singh Sapra, where consistency comes into question for the Congress, number one? Number two, look at what happened in 2017, Charan Singh Sapra. You had the likes which represented all the communities you say that the Congress had hold in. You had Alpesh Thakur, you had Hardik Patel, and you had Jignesh Mewani. Out of those 3, which actually propelled, that kind of mandate for the Congress, which was very, very good, 2 are now sitting with the BJP.
See, Preeti, number one, let me also tell you that in 2017, I was there in Gujarat for more than a month. I know what happened and how the Congress campaigned. Probably we could not do the same in 2022. There might be several reasons to that. I agree we should be consistent in our program for Gujarat, and we will be consistent when we are taking so much pain, when we are doing such a big event in Ahmedabad, and we are formulating a strategy not only for Gujarat but for the entire nation and for the entire party. That means, that shows that we are really serious. Doing the AICC session in Gujarat and in Ahmedabad itself sends a very big message, which maybe the BJP might not understand, you might understand, and the other 2 panelists might understand.
But sir, it's about,
yes.
It's having a session is something else, which you say, okay, that's messaging, but you have to follow through with the messaging. That's where consistency comes into question.
Yeah. See, you never interrupted the BJP spokesperson,
Sorry,
but
my
you are
bad.
interrupting. Yeah,
I apologize. Go ahead.
See,
make your point.
as far as Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel is concerned, let me give you today's example. Here I am in Ahmedabad, near the riverfront. There is a RSS library. till today, a book of H.V. Sheshadri is being given free of cost. H.V. Sheshadri is a person who had written all negative notes against Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. So this is happening even today also. I have myself seen. The BJP spokesperson can also come to Ahmedabad and see that. So
No,
how can they claim Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel? When people, we will remind people that it was not BJP at that time, but RSS and Hindu Mahasabha who openly burned the effigies of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Nehru and Baba Saheb Ambedkar when the constitution was made and when it was declared. This is open. And also there are so many other things. Like I said, the airport, when Congress wanted to name after Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, they brought in the proposal of Shyama Prasad Mukherjee. So these are the differences which we are going to
project. All right, sir, your
in
time
front
is
of
up.
people of Gujarat.
I want to give 1 minute each to Deepal Trivedi and Ajay Unmat on just how they are looking at the developments there. Ajay Unmat, 1 minute, Mr. Unmat, for you to summarize what is there to watch out for with what Congress has done today.
Listen, in 2017, the Congress party could perform very well because of Hardik Patel, Alpesh Thakur and Jignesh Mewani, because again they tried to do caste combination. Hardik Patel was belonging to Patel community, then Alpesh Thakur OBC community and Jignesh Mewani Dalit community. Again they failed in 2022 and Rahul Gandhi did not come to Gujarat for election campaigning, and Gujarat was treated like over Cinderella. They had virtually given kick-off because Aam Aadmi Party and Congress Party could not do electoral seat adjustment, and that was the reason Rahul Gandhi focused more rather than coming to. In 2024 they could manage only one seat in Gujarat, and now they are trying that in 2027 elections they will try again caste combination, and that's the reason they are focusing on urban areas. They are focusing on tribal, OBC, scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. That is what Congress strategy is, to focus more on urbanization. Thank you.
All right, sir. All right, sir. Well done, sir. 1 minute, you made your point. Deepal Trivedi, I'm going to give you the same time, 1 minute, on what is there to watch out for in the next 6 months to a year if Congress needs to solidify its ground. And the BJP, how do you think they'll counter it?
See, at the moment, the BJP is extremely comfortable and the BJP has no point to even fret about this convention or the AICC session taking place in Ahmedabad because of the public support that the BJP enjoys. As I said earlier, for the Congress, it is impertinent that it remains consistent. What I find wrong with the Congress that it keeps on changing its goalposts every 6 months. This is the reason that the Congress has not been able to solidify its electoral gains in Gujarat in the last 3 decades. Whether it is the minorities, whether it is the OBC, whether it is the Dalits. The Congress does not have a consistent stand. Unless the Congress does that, there is no hope. Also, in the next 6 months, as you asked Preeti, I see Priyanka Gandhi playing a very vital role in Gujarat politics.
Okay. Ma'am, your time is up. I will give 1 minute each to both Charan Singh Sapra and Sanju Verma. Sanju Verma, final submissions, ma'am. Your time starts now.
Preeti, I also want to draw the attention of your audience to an important aspect. The fact of the matter is that if you look at the Lok Sabha elections, the just concluded 2024 elections, the BJP's vote share was a massive 61.86%. With 25 seats, the Congress won just 1 seat from Banaskantha with a vote share of 31.24%. Imagine, despite having a vote share of 31.24%, the Congress could not translate that into winnable seats. That is the point I repeatedly make. The Congress has lost the ability to translate vote share into winnable seats. And again, I will draw the attention of your audience to this. The total number of votes polled by the BJP in Lok Sabha 2024 from Gujarat were 1.79 crore votes. The votes polled by the Congress were 9090 lakhs, which means again, there was a difference of 89 lakh votes. How is the Congress ever going to make up for those 89 lakh votes, which it fell short of? And my final point is this. Debate par aakar Sardar Patel ko aap श्रद्धांजलि देते हो, but nobody has forgotten that if there is one person who was given stepfatherly or call it stepbrotherly treatment, it was Nehru, who completely demolished the legacy of Sardar Patel, and successive Congress
Ma'am,
governments
you've gone 20 seconds over time.
Patel's legacy.
All right, that's that. I want to bring in Charan Singh Sapra into this conversation, and there's a point which Sanju Verma makes, Charan Singh Sapra. We'll supplement it with figures, where the Congress in Gujarat has been completely unable to convert vote share into seat share. Look at the vote share. We'll put out those graphics now, right from the last 3 elections in the state of Gujarat, and look at the kind of seat conversion that has taken place. The Congress hasn't been able to do that. And of course, you heard both the commentaries made by Ajay Unmat and Deepak Trivedi.
See, Preeti, the facts are that we have not been able to convert, but yes, we are trying to develop our organization in a way that in future or in the coming election in 2027, we have to defeat Bharatiya Janata Party. There's no second thought about it. We will defeat BJP. We are formulating a strategy, and there are so many issues. Why we are concentrating, or we are trying to concentrate on the urban area? Because there are so many issues. The economic issues are there, of course. People of Surat, the traders of Surat, or maybe Baroda or Ahmedabad, their issues are different, which BJP has not been able to resolve. The MSME over here has been largely affected. There is a trade deficit, and there are so many other issues which Congress party will bring in the front, and we will see that the urban votes as well as the rural vote, the tribal vote, all these votes are there are issues through which we can take these votes and we can defeat Bharatiya Janata Party. The earlier figures were not in our favor. You can take as many figures and the results will be the same what were there earlier. But today, Congress is in a process of changing the organization, of energizing the organization, and trying Sangharsh. The word Sangharsh is very important. Sankalp Sangharsh. We are going to do this Sangharsh to defeat BJP, to change the Congress party and make it a vibrant party in Gujarat.
All right, sir. We don't know whether it will reach fruition, but as political observers, it's going to be very, very interesting and juicy to watch on what really goes down. I appreciate all 4 of you for joining us. Thank you there, viewers. It's going to continue, where the debate of the Congress coming into Gujarat 2 years before elections, will the Congress follow it through? Consistency is going to be a big question. And if it does, how much can it harm the BJP? Ultimately, there is way too much. It's loaded politically with symbolism of what the Congress has done today. But is it just going to be limited to that? Many of our viewers might have seen one video which would have shocked them, but would have also made them feel really sad, because that's how molestation, sexual harassment is handled. It was an incident that took place in Bengaluru, an incident of molestation on the streets of Bengaluru. Why we've picked up a story that is 2 days late is, viewers, because 2 days from now, absolutely no action has been taken. That man you see on your television screen has sexually harassed someone. That molestation has taken place in full public view, and he's just run away on the loose, no action. This incident took place on April 3rd, a horrific sexual assault at the IT Hub's BTM layout. In the CCTV footage accessed by India Today, the molester can be seen following the unsuspecting woman, grabbing her, groping her, and then fleeing the scene. Karnataka Home Minister in all of this. And that's also why we've picked it up 2 days late, because we thought he said something which was highly insensitive, because most of our politicians keep making very, very insensitive statements. But then at least they follow it through later with some actions sometimes. Nothing has happened. The Karnataka Home Minister made a bizarre statement, claiming small incidents such as what has happened on your television screen takes place very often in big cities. Also, clearly in big cities, the perpetrators of crimes like that never quite get caught, even though an FIR was registered against the unknown molester who is still on the loose.
ಅಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಘಟನೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಪಟ್ಟಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಘಟನೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಕ್ರಮ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಕಾನೂನು ಪ್ರಕಾರ ತಗೊಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಬೀಟ್ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆನೂ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಪರಿಣಾಮಕಾರಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆನೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಮಿಷನರ್ಗೆ ಸೂಚನೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದೇನೆ.
All right, I'm going to quickly cut across to two women, Trisha Shetty, human rights advocacy activist, Sanjana Galrani, she's an actor. And the reason why we've picked up the story, Trisha, again, it's 2 days late. Usually we would have never picked up something like this. But the fact is how casually the government of Karnataka is taking this incident, the kind of commentary we've seen. And at the back of it, no action. That man is still at large because small incidents like that take place in big cities like Bengaluru, the statement made by the Home Minister of the state.
It is extremely disturbing. And if you speak to any woman, you will know that for us, when we commute, right, when we leave our homes and when we're either going to work, to school, to see our friends, whatever, we are always accounting for our safety in the respect of, what are we wearing? How are we traveling? What time are we going? Constant, for the Home Minister, it's sad. It may be a small incident happening here and there, but the truth and the lived reality of women across India is that this is not a small incident. This is a heavy burden we carry on our shoulders every single moment, every single time we go out, accounting for our safety. And it's tiring. It's tiring as women to constantly have to think of who's going to stalk us, who's going to touch us, who's going to grope us, who's going to molest us, thinking of, okay, at least my boobs got touched, not my ass. We're constantly trying to play this gymnastics, trying to protect our body in public spaces. Listen, what is the job of a Home Minister? The job of a Home Minister is to ensure safety within his state. Right? So he's not doing any people in Karnataka any favors. Instead, he's letting them down by saying such incidents happen. If such incidents happen under your watch and you are not taking complete responsibility, if you are not taking this as a serious issue of safety when it comes to women, then resign. Give it to someone else who can manage to do their job properly. It's as simple as that. We have laws in place. Make sure that there's fear of the law, that these laws are enforced, that these processes, should someone complain, they shouldn't be subject to the gruesome process of judiciary. Very often, why do women who are subject to molestation not complain? Because there is sort of a mentality where you think, now what am I going to do? I'm going to go through the court process and keep re-victimizing myself,
Right.
keep torturing myself because the system is not here to support me. This is where I think our politicians have a huge role to play in affirming survivors. Speak up, step up. We will ensure that the entire process, once you complain, is easy in ensuring you have access to swift and assured justice.
Ms. Galrani, I want to bring you in as well because, like I said, this is an old story. Technically, it shouldn't really feature on a show right now because we've already covered it. But it's bizarre because the kind of statements our ministers make and get away with it. It's normal to say for the Home Minister that these small incidents happen in a big city like Bengaluru. We'll take care of it. Have they taken care of it? Absolutely not. I'm sure there's going to be another such incident very soon.
I'm a Bangalorean. I bleed Bangalore. This city is like my mother to me. I'm born and brought up here. I'm aware of each and every area as if it's my own. And I'm very proud to tell that Karnataka police is one of the best polices in the country. And our government also, I'm not from the government or I'm not targeting to be there, but our government may be Honorable Chief Minister or our Home Minister Parmeshwar sir, who has just made this statement. He has made it out of a general point of view, not in a way to condemn that, okay, something like this is happening or let's not concentrate on something which, when something like this is happening. He is really very aggressive and a dedicated minister, Mr. Parmeshwar sir.
But Ms. Galrani, I have one quick question. Not very honorable in terms of commentary made by the honorable minister who you've just quoted.
Please don't intrude me. I didn't intrude you when you were talking.
Ma'am, it's a question. It's a rebuttal.
This is a countrywide problem. This problem is a problem of India. This problem is a problem that has to be addressed from the grassroots level. Let me ask you a question. Why does something like this not happen in Saudi Arabia? Have you ever heard in your lifetime? Why does something like this to a woman doesn't happen in Dubai? In Dubai or Saudi Arabia, you just lift your eyeballs, and if that particular woman is going ahead and filing a complaint against you, you are into serious issues. You don't even know if you'll go back home for a lifetime. That is how
I don't know.
serious
I'll tell you what. I apologize. I'm shutting you down, and I apologize for that. I apologize for that. And the reason I'm doing so, I take full responsibility for cutting you short. And the reason I'm doing so, ma'am, sometimes it's very irresponsible in terms of the commentary, in terms of the usage of language that you have just, because it's wrong. It's wrong to suggest
So
because
there's
I'll tell
one
you,
party
number
who
one,
just makes
it's
a
not
statement and the
honorable.
opposition
It's not
party makes a
honorable
big
to
deal
use
out of
language
it.
like this, where you say incidents like this happen. Number one. Number two,
See,
as good as the
he's not
Bengaluru
saying
police
it with
has been,
happiness
the
that
Bengaluru police
incidents like
hasn't
this
done its
happen,
job.
or he's
And
not
for
saying it with...
I'm glad I'm really out of time. I'm going to end the show. I appreciate both of you for joining us. Thank you. We're going to keep a keen eye on all developments in the story. Till now, the molester has not been caught.